Hey Botafogo fans, hey everyone. Good afternoon everyone, welcome to Anderson Mota's channel. Let's talk about Botafogo de Futebol e Regatas. And look, it's a cool video, a video with lots of Botafogo news. There's good news, there's excellent news, and there's news that might be good or might not. The transfer market is heating up at Botafogo. Tuco Corrêa is leaving the club. Yeah, we're going to have a reduction in the payroll, which could lead to a new signing. Speaking of a new signing, according to GE, Botafogo is looking for a center back and an attacker. Yes, Botafogo is already negotiating. Shall we find out what kind of players Botafogo is looking for? Look, something good might be coming. Danilo, Atalanta is preparing another bid. Botafogo will only negotiate for more than 30 million euros. But according to the Spanish newspaper, Crystal Palace from England is now also interested in Danilo. Is Danilo going to leave? We're going to talk about all of this right now here on Anderson Mota's channel. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the love. Subscribe to the channel and help us reach 1,000 subscribers. Drop a like, give us a thumbs up. Your like helps more Botafogo fans discover the content here on Anderson Mota's channel. I'm already inviting all of you today, starting at 7 p.m. to our regular live stream. Come join us. Let's talk a lot about Botafogo. Hey there! Tonight's live promises a lot of information about Botafogo. You won't miss it, right? For sure. So come join us. Shall we talk about Tuco Corrêa? Look here, check this out. Botafogo is moving forward with a termination agreement for Joaquim Corrêa, who has a verbal agreement with Estudiantes. Joaquim Corrêa is in advanced talks for an agreement to terminate his contract. Joaquim Corrêa has been away from the main squad since the end of the World Cup. The information comes from journalist Felipe Silva. According to the report, the club's board expects Tuco Corrêa to give up any amounts he is owed in order to finalize the negotiation. The Argentine earns more than 1.5 million per month, including salary and bonuses, and has a contract until the end of next year. Tuco already has a verbal agreement with Estudiantes, but the Argentine club does not intend to pay any fees to sign him, and they have until tomorrow to register him for the Libertadores round of 16. My friends, it's simple. Botafogo doesn't want to make money. Botafogo just doesn't want to spend money on Tuco Corrêa, right? Some time ago, we reported that Botafogo was seeking to terminate the contracts with Bastos and with Tuco Corrêa. Things will happen, and that's good because it frees up room on Botafogo's payroll. Okay, Botafogo manages to significantly reduce its payroll, making it possible to go to the market and sign players with higher salaries. Will that really happen? Botafogo is seeking a player, and it's on the agenda. Great, Tuco Corrêa, probably, man, between today and tomorrow, the news about the player's contract termination should come out. Botafogo is saving a lot of money. Soccer transfer market, Danilo. Crystal Palace joins the fight with Atalanta for Danilo from Botafogo, according to a Spanish newspaper. Crystal Palace has entered the fight with Atalanta for the signing of midfielder Danilo from Botafogo, according to Spanish journalist Eduardo Burgos of AS. There has not yet been an offer from the South London club. Atalanta, on the other hand, has advanced in the negotiations and made an offer to Botafogo. Talks are ongoing with Botafogo and the amounts exceed 20 million euros. Botafogo intends to negotiate for amounts between 35 and 40 million euros. They have already rejected an offer from Palmeiras, and also, right, there was the situation with Zenit, correct? Now, to continue with the update, TV. Botafogo will only consider selling Danilo to Atalanta for at least 30 million. Also, Botafogo has already informed Atalanta that they will only agree to sell Danilo for at least 30 million euros. Split between fixed fees and bonuses, with a deal structure considered attractive. This information comes from Fala Fonte. Okay? Yeah, folks, we told you this. Okay? Back when the news about Atalanta came out, a source at the time said, look, no official offer has arrived, but the market knows how much we want for the player. Simple. There's no reason to come with 20, 22 or 25. Botafogo wants 30 million euros just to start talking. Can that change? It can, right? We're not the ones running the negotiation. But Botafogo is standing firm about that. Meanwhile, there's a possibility that Danilo will stay. Botafogo is working and focused on Saturday's game. And let's keep going, all right? However, Botafogo is not standing still in the market. Botafogo has ongoing negotiations. But look, these are the two player profiles Botafogo is targeting to strengthen the squad. Coach Franklin Carvalho asked for 2 signings during this transfer window. Botafogo is looking to sign 2 more players in this transfer window. Coach Franklin Carvalho and the football department have defined the desired profiles to complete the squad. In this window, Botafogo has signed 6 players, 3 reinforcements. Goalkeepers Gabriel Batista and Alisson. Fullback Paulinho and center-back Lucas Monzon. And the defensive midfielder Domingos Andrade. And the forward Danilo Pereira. But Franklin asked for 2 more reinforcements, a center-back and an attacking player. The club's priority is to find a name that meets both requirements for a center-back. Speed and success in duels. Botafogo isn't limiting itself to that. They are not ruling out center-backs who are more playmakers, strong in supporting the attack and playing out from the back, but that characteristic would be a bonus. Alright, there were talks with Mbemba, but they didn't progress. For the attack, the profile Botafogo is looking for is a left-footed player with different characteristics from the athletes already in the squad to increase the range of options. Botafogo also wants to move some players on to reduce the size of the squad. They want to work with a total of 24 athletes in the squad. Joaquim Corrêa, Italo, and Kai Rock are considered available for transfer. Newton and Nathan have left Botafogo. Guys, it's simple. Botafogo wants a center-back who plays on the right side, okay? Fast. And Botafogo wants a left-footed winger, preferably, who plays on the right side. Dribbler. That's what Botafogo wants. Is Botafogo negotiating? Yes. Does Botafogo agree? Talks? Yes. Do we have a chance to sign players? Yes. Botafogo is in the market. But Botafogo operates in complete silence, and that silence is bringing luck. Not luck, right? It's working out. Because no star players are coming, there will be unknown players chosen by the scouts, but that's how it is. Anderson, you just said that with Tuco Corrêa leaving, we might be able to get a player with a higher salary. That's a market opportunity. If a more famous player becomes available for loan or for free or a very low price, of course Botafogo will go after him, okay? Guys, the market is open. The market only closes on September 10th. Look, there's still more than a month left in the transfer window. For sure, Botafogo is going to get this center-back, this winger, this wide forward, this winger, whatever, okay? But on Saturday, there's an important match. And today, starting at 7 p.m., our old school live stream, everyone be here. We're going to talk a lot about Botafogo de Futebol e Regatas. All right, my friends? Guys, before you leave a like, subscribe, big hug. Black and white greetings, and hey, go get him, Fogon. We're together, guys. Thanks.